Hi everyone. I'm here for the new moon event. We are here for the new moon events in Cancer. It's a new moon in Cancer. So say hello if you're joining me live. Type replay if you're on the replay. I am Crystal Lynn, Divine Empowerment Coach. So excited to be here with you tonight to talk about this new moon in Cancer. I have like a lot of things on the agenda and I don't think we're going to get to all of them, but we'll definitely talk about the new moon and more things like that. If you're new to me, it's very important on the new moon, right? Is the energy to really manifest what you want. It's a really important time to set your intentions for the next month so that you can manifest what you want, right? So after this video, I suggest that you write a nice long list of all the things you want to manifest now in the next month. It could be longer than that, but definitely for the next month. Say hello in the comments. Let me know you can see and hear me okay. If you're live with me, and if you are on the replay, please type replay in the comments so that I know you're here. So yes, so we have a beautiful new moon in Cancer. Tell me in the comments, what do you guys know about Cancer energy? Are you a Cancer? Do you have friends or family that's a Cancer? How would you describe someone who is a Cancer sun sign, right? Zodiac sign. Let me know in the comments. Again, whether you're live or on the replay, definitely comment. Let me know, what is your impression of someone who is a Cancer, right? Because that's essentially what happens as we switch from new moon to new moon, and it changes energies, right? It changes the sign it's in. So then it brings a different energy to each new moon, because, or full moon too, right? Because of that. So Cancer is very much, it's a water sign, so it's emotional, it's intuitive. Cancer is all about home and family, right? So definitely your home life, your family life. Good things to manifest with Cancer energy would be like a deeper connection with your family members, to enhance your intuition, to maybe move if you're looking for a new home or something like that too, right? So things surrounding the home would all be great things to add to your manifesting list with a new moon in Cancer, right? And of course, spending that time, because it's such an emotional sign, because it picks up intuitively, right? Cancers really pick up on intuitive energy very well. So because of that, to also tune in with yourself, to give yourself some nurturing, to give yourself some self-love, to really spend that time to notice what you're feeling and to really tune into your intuition, right? How does that sound? Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Can I see the comments? I don't know if I can. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't see anything right now. I don't know if it's a glitch or not. All right, so yes, it's a very emotional sign, right? You want to deep dive into those emotions. You want to feel what comes up. You know, you want to allow yourself to feel that, allow it to come up. You want to set your intentions, focusing on the things that I just mentioned. Some great like things to journal on for this new moon energy are like, what does home mean to me, right? How can I make my living space more nurturing and comforting? What does my family mean to me, right? And what ways do I need to better nurture and care for myself, right? And how can I use my emotions as guides rather than obstacles? How can I use my emotions as guides rather than as obstacles? In other words, not letting, if you don't feel good or you're not in a good mood, instead of letting that like weigh you down and take over, right? To instead, what is that indicating? Like, why are you feeling this way? What's underneath it, and what can you shift to instead, right? If you're getting an emotion that's low vibration, right? It's because you're not happy with the way something is, right? Simply put, like whether you know all about mindset, or, right? You can understand this. It's because you're not happy with whatever is underneath that, like whatever the surrounding situation is. And sometimes it's not the direct situation. Sometimes it is leading to something underneath it, right? But if you can just notice you're not happy with this, okay, it's even simply just saying, well, what would make me happy? If I don't like this and I'm feeling like this because I don't like this, what would make me happy? And just switching to the, like, noticing in your mind what it is and what you could switch to that would make you feel good. Not thinking about how or why or what, or like, you don't need a plan right now, right? Not time for planning, but just time to be like, hey, wait, let me switch gears here. Okay, if this is, and again, you don't have to bypass your emotions, let them come up, feel them, because sometimes they can just release when you do that. But why are you feeling this way, and how do you want to feel instead? Like, that simple question can be so life-changing and eye-opening, right? And it can give you some clues to what you really want. So let me know if that little tip was helpful for you guys, whether you're live or on the replay. Let me know in the comments. Maybe I have to go into the group here because I can't see anything. So let me know in the comments, what is one thing that you would love to manifest with this new moon, right? Let me know. Yeah, see, there are comments and I can't see them. Hi, Gina, Nils Angel, Sue. Thanks for watching. Can I see them up here? No. Huh. Okie dokie. Why is that? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what Facebook does sometimes, right? All right, so hopefully that was helpful, what I just said. And put in the comments one thing, at least one thing you guys want to manifest with this new moon. And again, make a nice long list later, but put at least one thing in the comments now. And I would definitely spend some time journaling on the things that I said, like later after this ends, because just knowing what home means to you, what you would love it to look like, what family means to you, you know, how you can nurture yourself, how you can shift out of those emotions, right? Journaling on all that is going to be so powerful. And let me give you some affirmations. So some affirmations for this new moon would be, I lovingly embrace my emotions, knowing they guide me towards my highest good. My home is a sanctuary of love, peace, and comfort. I trust my intuition to lead me towards the right path. Hi, Anna. Creating greater connection with my loved ones and decluttering. Yes. Yeah, that's another good, perfect one for this new moon, since it has to do with the house, right? So organizing, getting new artwork, decluttering, like all those things for the home are great to focus on and also write down as your intentions right now too, right? I am open to new beginnings and welcome transformation with open arms is another affirmation you could use. And I lovingly nurture my mind, body, and soul. So those are a few affirmations for you guys with the Cancer new moon. So hopefully you could either watch the replay or write them down and repeat them, right, during the next month. That would be really powerful. And you can also, of course, make your own affirmations based on your needs and things like that as well, right? But Cancer is like a time of healing, right? It really can be a time of healing. It can be deep introspection. You know, it's going to depend on where it is on your birth chart personally, how deep you feel it or not. But because it rules emotions and intuition, like it's ruled by the moon, right? Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it is your emotions and your unconscious, right? So it is a great time to heal with this energy, even though it's a new moon and it's time for manifesting, right? So, blah, blah, blah. I think being kind to yourself is really important with the Cancer new moon, right? Really noticing all the things, right? Oh, your birthday's tomorrow. Anna, happy birthday. So exciting. But yeah, so you could like focus on forgiveness and nurturing your inner self and your inner child with this Cancer new moon. Another thing that's really good for this new moon is like focusing on your relationship with your mother, or maybe with your own kids, you as a mom, right? Focusing on those relationships and either healing or just up leveling them, right? Wanting that deeper connection is a powerful thing to focus on as well. So there's a lot of things that are happening in the skies right now with astrology. So we have the North Node and South Node changing. We were in Taurus Scorpio for the last year and a half, and now we're going into Aries Libra. So the North Node indicates where you want to go, right? And this is the transit. So this is where it is for everyone in the sky, not based on your birth chart, right? You'll have a different placement for your birth chart. But it just means that we're shipping out, like Scorpio. I mean, I'm a Scorpio myself, so, you know, I love the energy in a way, but Scorpio can also go really deep and like low sometimes, right? So shifting from that Scorpio into that Libra energy in the South Node can really bring, Libra is like a one-on-one relationship focus, a peacemaker focus. So it's a lighter energy overall, right? It's also good to actually love yourself if you're a Libra as well, and then extend that out to your one-on-one relationships. But so focus shifting, right? South Node to that Libra energy, and then the North Node to Aries energy, which is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is like that get it done, that assertive energy, that warrior vibe, that passionate vibe. So it could be a great time for all of us to really tap into those passions and those desires. Like, you know, it's a really exciting energy for if you've been sitting on the fence, or if you haven't had clarity, or if you've been confused, right? And all those things. Just knowing that this is the energy we're in for the next year and a half. So this already started yesterday, and it will be until January 2025. So we have Aries, Libra, North Node, South Node now. So, and then like when we have eclipse, new moons, it'll enhance this energy, or full moons, newer full moons. It'll enhance that energy of the Aries, Libra. So great time to like take the lead, go for it, take charge, be assertive, right? With your Aries energy. And then Libra wants like harmony and balance and peace, and they want to focus on those one-on-one relationships. So like in the middle of that energy is like being a strong, compassionate leader, right? Where you can lead and you have no problem going first, but you're also considering like the needs of others, right? So a beautiful energy. I'm super excited about it. What do you guys think about that? How does that sound to have that energy shift, right, into the Aries Libra? Let me know in the comments how that sounds to you. And you don't have to know all this astrology terminology, right? But just how does the energy of what I'm talking about sound to you, right? And then the other thing we have right now until the end of August is that we have Mars in Virgo. So Virgo's an earth sign, very analytical, very detail oriented. They're going to make a plan. They're going to get stuff done. Like they know how to get stuff done. They know how to make money, because earth signs kind of know how to make money, right? But as Mars enters Virgo, it's really getting this stuff done, like showing up, like very good energy to really like get the ground running and kind of jump in a little more too, like maybe not needing to plan so much, but like plan and jump in instead of waiting. Virgo's kind of low road is that the perfectionist, and they want to wait till it's perfect, but having Mars in Virgo is like this go energy, right? Like putting your foot on the gas and like making it happen. So focusing on like work or a certain project is a great thing to do right now until the end of August, to really make a plan and show up and focus on all those things. Does anyone have like work goals, career goals, any project goals that like maybe they've been putting off or wanting to work on? Let me know in the comments, because now is a really good time to start focusing on that. Hi Tina, thanks for joining me. So, and then we also have Mercury and it's not in Leo yet. It'll be moving into Leo on July 25th, so soon. And then it'll stay there till October 1st. So Mercury is you guys probably are familiar with Mercury somewhat, because everybody's like, Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury rules our thinking, our communication, So having that in Leo, which loves to be in the limelight, right? Loves to be the center of attention, could be really great for all of you who are in business or want to start a business or want to put yourself out there, or maybe even in your corporate job, you could just lead more meetings or, come up with new meeting ideas or whatever, right? So because Mercury is in Leo, for all of us, it's a great time to just have kind of a bold communication, to really step up, put yourself out there, be expressive, right? And just, and it's, Leo's fire, so it's exciting and it is the life of the party, right? So you get to kind of tap into that energy and maybe be a little less analytical, right? Be a little less analytical, as Mercury may be, because it rules the mind, the brain, this, communication, speaking, right? It rules all that thing. But Leo just wants to get on the stage and shine and have fun, right? So they're not overthinking things. They're just, it's like an art form for Leo, right? That creative expression. Leo's a very rules kind of creativity too, right? So being creative in that way. Working on my business. Yes, beautiful. All right, well, I got through kind of the main points that I wanted to talk about in the sky. Let me know if you guys like that. I don't always tell you kind of all the things, right, moving in the sky, all the planets. But we're all definitely affected by this energy, right? So it's so much more than just the new moon. It's where the planets are, right, in contrast with our birth charts. But just even knowing what's going on in the sky right now will help you to know kind of what the collective energies are and things like that, and let you know what is available for you to tap in, for you to utilize, for you to, just, you could be like, oh, I'm going to step into my Mars energy or my Aries energy and I'm going to get this done, even if you're not normally that type of energy, right? Even if you're a planner, you might plan a little less, right? So using the energy to your advantage, right? Let me know if this makes sense. If that's helping you, just drop any emoji in the comments, whether you're live or on the replay. Let me know if you'd like that I talk about all the different planets that are happening in the sky right now. I'm talking really fast now. I want to make sure I do a new moon card reading for us before I end. What do I want to use though? What did I use last time? I think I'll use this deck. All right, let's see what we have. How's everybody's energy? How's everybody feeling? New moon is often like, it's more of a rest time. Like full moon, you normally have more energy. And then, full moon, you normally have more energy. And new moon, you have, you could be like more in rest mode, more in nap mode, more in, it's more of an integrating period. You could be tired, but you not necessarily so. But it's possible. So giving yourself that permission to take a minute, right, is like essential with the new moon. Hi, Barbara. Oh, I'm glad that was helpful, Sue. Awesome. So yeah, I can, talk more about that stuff when we do the moon events, right? Talk more about kind of what's going on in general in the sky, if you guys like that. All right, let me pull some cards. And they're falling all over the place. All right. Oh, and I have it in the pinned comments in case you guys didn't grab it yet. It's the Manifest with Your Sun Sign Masterclass. So it talks about manifesting, and then it talks about how to manifest with your sun sign specifically. And it's short little videos, so easy to digest. There's also some manifesting affirmations based on your sun sign that you can repeat to yourself. So super cool. I would definitely grab that right away if you guys haven't yet. All right, I'm gonna pick these cards. I'm gonna do it. Is everybody ready? All right, I'm using my Archangel Michael deck. All right, the first is, where are we at right now? And I have, I don't know what I have because I showed you guys first. I have, your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. So very important to release the how. Did we talk? I feel like we talked about this the last time I went live. That like missed opportunities and like wanting it to come in a certain way and then missing the opportunities because it came in differently, right? So very important to release that and to just be open to any and all help, right? All right. Next card represents what is influencing me. And we have trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. And Michael is present to clear away your worries so that you can trust divine guidance. So trust whatever nudges, intuitions, feelings. Actually, it might be coming in your dreams is what's coming to my mind right now. So some of you got messages in your dreams, right? Some of you are getting, anyway, the signs come in all the ways, right? So you just get to be open to notice what is the guidance you're receiving right now. The next card is what have I released since the last full moon? So about 2 weeks ago. And the card we have is recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages now, but you're too distracted to notice. Stay alert and open to divine guidance. So again, it's us not paying attention. And they're showing feathers and coins. Like, do you guys like look on the ground or pay attention when you're walking? Like, are you missing the coins, the dollars, whatever that could be on the ground? Feathers, right? Like there's so many different signs and symbols that can come through as a message, right? So we get to tap into that and we get to release being distracted and too busy and not connected and not present in our surroundings, right? It's an easy thing for us to do as humans, just to go, right? So this is really an invitation for you to be present in your surroundings, for you to notice what's going on, what's happening, and know that like the coins, the feathers, birds, like there's so many different things that really angel numbers, right, that are so many symbols of like your angels saying like, I'm here, I love you, I support you, I see you, right? Like ask them for help, pray to them for help. All right, next card. What seeds am I ready to plant? I guess you could paint them too, but planting them's better, right? What seeds am I ready to plant? And we got increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. And that's a beautiful message and card too, isn't it? Because sometimes we think we know what we want, and it may not be connected to our soul and our intuition. It might be just like programming, you know what I mean? Like thinking we're good at this or that. We could just be, yeah, it could just be programming, and it could be not truly connected to what your soul wants for you, right? And as I said earlier, when you don't feel good, right, that's an indication that something's off, right? And if you feel cloudy or confused, right, that's an indication that something's off. Like if it aligns with your soul, it's really gonna feel like a yes. It might not make sense, it might be scary, but it's going to feel like a yes. Like you're going to know it's a yes, right? So if anybody is interested in really knowing what their soul wants them to know, book a free call with me. I have the Awaken link in the Awaken call link in the comments. And I'll tune in and I'll give you a little message from your soul. Only if you book it in the next few days only will I tap in and do that soul message as part of the call, okay? So since we got that card, I figure that's needed. Let me throw that in there. Let me know if that sounds good to you guys. And then the next card represents how can I help my intentions grow? And we have you will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. And isn't that a beautiful answer to that placement, right? You will absolutely, and it's number 44. Get my nails out of the way. You will manifest what you need, right? So, faith, belief, surrender, right? That's how you manifest it because of the placement we got. How can I help my intentions grow? And they're saying you will. So you just need to trust that it will come. Release the timing of it, right? You can ask for it quickly, but sometimes quickly means something different to us, or there's a bigger plan, you know, whatever. But just because it doesn't come super quick doesn't mean that it's not coming, right? So believing, faith are really, really important keys to manifesting, right? I often see 444, yes. So you can look up that. You could just Google it. I have Kyle Gray's angel number book, but I don't have time to look that up now. But you could just Google like angel meaning of 444. It can mean home actually, which is kind of perfect with the Cancer energy. And different ones may say different things, but 4 is usually kind of a home energy. But yeah, look that up for yourself. See how that resonates with you. And then the last card is what can I rely on during this cycle? And we have yes, you are correct. This is kind of a nice card to get, isn't it? You have listened to your inner guidance and made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. So it's saying that if you followed kind of all the other cards I gave you, right? If you follow that prescription almost, right? Like follow that plan, then yes, you will manifest what you want, right? Because we got yes, and then we got you will manifest right before it. So you need to trust that your prayers are being answered was the first one. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Pay attention to what's coming in. Don't worry about the how. Just grab all the opportunities, right? The next was recognize all the signs from above, from the angels. The next one was to increase your knowledge. What education do you need to learn right now that's going to connect you with what your soul longs to know? And I offered you guys a free call for that. And then manifesting, yes, you are correct. Beautiful, beautiful. How does everyone feel about this exciting card reading? Pretty good, right? Okay. Any other questions?